Hello everyone, welcome back to my stream. If you are here, it means you are watching it for a long time already. To be aware that we are at season 2, episode 17, and this episode is called The End, and it's not because I just wanted to, because it is the end. Hi, hello. GM to everyone. It is the end of a season. And I will explain why and what and my insights and everything. But you can definitely look at my portfolio here and understand why I decided to end the season. So um, basically, the experiment went very well, I think, in general. We built a bot that was earning rewards. So we kind of farmed the liquidity rewards, but we ended up losing money on the other leg of our trade. And this is similar to like provision of the liquidity to AMMs who get the trading fees or even like staking rewards, and they just completely lose it all on the underlying position they're holding in order to get these rewards. And this tells only about one thing, that we need to market make properly. It's not just that you put orders here around the mid price. You need to react somehow on what's happening. Like you need to handle the position and liquidate it well and so on. But in general, I did some research about market making, tried to figure out what's wrong, what's correct, and how to move further, where like we have still this shit ton of things we can work on, but to be honest, they are not as important. And I had this feeling like during the half of the way actually, that it's all of the things that we're doing here is not that important, and I'm missing the crucial part. And it is true, I was missing a crucial part. I still am. The crucial part is, let me take a look at here. Yeah, we're still earning rewards for 2 days already, but it's like nothing. You can see I got my payment of $1 for the Mondays or for the Wednesdays trade. Yeah, so basically what missing here is that you need to understand the market statistically. So in order to be able to market make something, you need to have a vision on this market, or statistics, like imagine we are market making, not a prediction market. What we do here, yes, like who will win something. Like this is more or less okay. This market that we entered, you can see like it did not change in any way, like for last week almost. Like this is really safe to trade actually. But what we were trading and automatically selecting is like, will Trump say 20 years, or will Trump say buy Dell computers or whatever shit. This is completely unpredictable shit, and like you can still market make those. Like I did some research today, I was brainstorming, and I realized that you need to build basically a statistical model for anything you want to market make. Yeah, so if you are trading, like if you are market making Ethereum, for example, what you can do, you can open I don't know, let's say Binance or CoinGecko. Yeah, CoinGecko. You can see its behavior for years, or you can like analyze 1 month or like 7 days window, right? But from these charts you can make the statistics. You can say okay, there is like this, like on the 24 window, if we like sample the last I don't know 124 windows, 24-hour windows, then we are gonna have a statistics. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Let me switch that. I'm sorry guys that it's so bright. How do you switch that? Come on. Oh yeah, finally. So yeah, I hate watching like streams or videos on my at night, you know, at my living room and in my on my TV, and then just immediately get these white screens and you're like, what? Turn this off. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that in order to market make, you need to have statistical model. Why? Explanation. So you can see here, like you can get samples, like 24-hour samples, like yeah, here you take one sample from here to here, then from here to here to here to here, then you can calculate like what's the statistics of, like, I don't know, Ethereum going up or down in this place. Or you can like there is many ways actually with this liquid assets, with this history of trading. There is many different kind of models you can build in order to predict the price, or not predict, but say statistic prices. It's not a prediction model, it's statistic model. And these statistics, they basically tell you whether the market is underpriced or overpriced, you know. And based on that, you can like put your bets or put your orders. Like imagine Ethereum is cost like 2,700 now, and I think it's underpriced right now. Like I thought about it yesterday that it's underpriced actually, like when it costed 3,000, but now I definitely think it's underpriced. So in this case, if I would market make Ethereum right now, I would definitely just put, you know, buy orders, but not sell orders, because like I don't want to sell Ethereum at this price. I think it's underpriced. And if I were market making Ethereum, I would then like just put one-sided order here, like on the buy side, and won't put anything here, and I would still earn rewards for that, because it is still, what the fuck, where is it? You just stopped giving the rewards. Yeah. So yeah, for example, here you can still earn rewards, liquidity rewards, and you will be just having like a directional vision, you know, on the market. Like this will probably go up, so like I'm okay of buying. That's why I'm like market making buy orders. You know, I'm okay of buying at this price. If it goes lower, I'm even okay that like this. If it goes up, like I have particular vision at which point I'm ready to buy. And then of course you have a vision at which point you're ready to sell. So once you reach that threshold, you can like start selling your Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever you're market making. But there are many ways. Like I'm completely new to this. Like I'm learning, as I told you, in public. Yeah, so everything I do here, I'm just learning and sharing it with you. Maybe this is interesting. Maybe this is useful for someone. So that's the only point why I'm here, basically. And this was a good lesson for me as well. So I always wanted to like do more like market making. I would say like I did a couple of like market makings, but in different terms. But still. This was like a proper one, I would say. And yeah, we need model. We need a model. And as I told you, it's easy to make a model much easier to make a model for liquid asset with a history than for what we are trading, guys, here. And like, for example, the Trump. Okay, we can do a statistic model on Trump, right? We can say like, let's get 100 or like 10 last speeches of Trump and 100 last speeches of Trump. We can get statistic on what he already said. Also, we can get like, for our model to make it smarter, we can get I don't know, like what's the current hot topics in the market, right? Like if ISIS is active, then more likely he's gonna say ISIS. If I don't know, like there is a tension with Iran, then more likely he's gonna say Iran, and so on. So you can make this kind of models. You can like somehow calculate, but to be honest, this is not something that I wish to work on right now, like analyzing Trump, you know, and making statistic models on Trump. This is definitely not my piece of cake. So so like yeah, the result of the season, there is a working bot. It places orders, everything is cool. It tries to liquidate the position. I think it went pretty well last time, and but I lost money, and it will be losing money because it's like it might actually earn a lot of money, but just as a luck, as I told you before. Still, if you don't have like any control over what's happening with your position, it's just a luck. This is not something that I'm like actually comfortable with, you know, especially look like this is what luck looks like, and luck usually is not in your favor. And oh, this one, this is what luck look like. And yeah, and we traded huge volume, look, 1600. So so yeah, I'm not gonna be building anymore this bot, and the last episode was the last code I think we generate for that. And it's not the end of the ends. I'm gonna start the new season next episode immediately. I'm not planning to go anywhere. I'm still here. The thing is that you just need something different, and especially it's not the end for the Polymarket as well. Like, you know, my main idea was start with Polymarket, touch it, do something with it. Like, we've learned a lot of stuff. We learned how internals works. We have some code base that's pretty good, I think. Like, it handles the layer 2, the Gnosis safe sheet, everything. Like, you just need some refactoring. You can start build I don't know, some engine out of it. So I wish I will get back to it. I wish I will continue. Theoretically, it's possible to do other strategies on Polymarket as well, but to be honest, I'm a little bit tired of it. I want to just get relaxed, and it was too much of it, so I need to like just mix up some different content. And also there are many other stuff that I'm working on, or I wanted to start working on, and that's what I'm gonna be doing actually. So the next, and I told you before, like, for example, we could trade here arbitrage, the crypto Polymarket pets against the Deribit, for example. And I wish I will do that in the future. But for now, I'm gonna be I'm sticking to another plan. I'm sticking to just trading options basically in general. So I have a couple of strategies in mind, and I'm thinking about more of them. And I have quite some experience with that already, so it's gonna be a little bit different on a different level. I wanna build options trading bot and different strategies. I'm gonna start with one, of course, and I'm gonna start with one strict bot that will be trading only one strategy, and will be tailed and specifically like built for this one strategy. And then after that, I'm gonna do something more. I mean, like, expand it somehow, probably. Like, if it will work well, I wish I would add the second strategy in there and expand this bot, so it's like multi-strategy bot. It can run different I don't know, account strategies, balances, and so on and so on, so we don't like repeat ourselves and build something else from scratch. In general, I like trading, I like building bots, so this is what I would like to stick to. But also there are other stuff, like I told you, I was working on the documentation management AI agent, which I use for my projects that I'm working on a daily basis. But I was thinking like to expand that, but at the end I decided not to, because, like, you know, if I would just focus my stream on something, to build something new, I'm not gonna be building it based on the problems that I'm trying to solve. I'm gonna be making up problems and then solving them. I think this is a bad way to build something. So I think you need always to go from the problems, from the troubles, and this is what I want to do. So yeah, I'm not gonna be building this documentation agent here. I'm gonna be using it if, like, the more it actually like evolves by itself. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing options. Now I'm still considering, like, let's talk about options a little bit. I'm still considering, like, there is a Deribit, which is like the most professional way to do crypto options, and I'm like very comfortable with it. I know its structure pretty good. Like, there are still a lot of gaps, of course, that I have to learn, like in anything, but still I know it pretty well. And I think this is probably a good also fact that will help me make this more interesting and entertaining, and also like get more result out of it. I managed to make money on Deribit many times, different strategies, so it's like doable, much realistic right now for me with my knowledge. And we can do that. We can like start with the strategies that I already know, that I already used, and we can expand those to something new. Um, and also, what I was considering actually is maybe doing those on chain, like to cover two topics at the same time. Like one of the things what I wanted to do also is to actually like I used to be a lot in DeFi, a lot. Like my life was like 99% DeFi, 1% personal life, which was like very bad. That's why I like backed off a little bit for some time to take a look at the big picture again, to like clean my eyes and glasses to see everything more like, I don't know, in high resolution instead of blur. And now I think it's time, and I wish I would come back and get to know all this new stuff that's happening in there. And this is like something that we can combine. Like you can see options here. Yeah, opium went down. It used to be like top 10. You can see options here. You can see there are other different projects that you can use. And I was thinking like maybe trading there instead of Deribit. So it's still like still thinking about it, but maybe I better start with something that I already know, like Deribit. We will like get familiar with the strategy, and we will make sure it works on the real markets, and then we can just start connecting the new connectors, new settlement layer basically for the DeFi, and maybe try get something in there as well. So we won't like, of course we can like kill two rabbits with one bullet, but also they could just run away, and we won't kill any. So so yeah, these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. I'm at this stage. Yeah, it was like, I wanted to finish something meaningful that we can. I think it is like more or less meaningful. It's probably very, very insightful for many of you who want to build or just want to explore this world. I think it was very insightful. At least it was insightful, very insightful for me. So this is cool. Yeah, it's not like a bot that prints money, but I think there is no bot that prints money and doesn't like require your attention and control. So there is like no such thing. Like it can print money for some time, but market is a market. It always moves, and you need to move with it. So yeah, and I actually added more $10 more in order to be able to like trade more. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm gonna liquidate these positions. Yeah, so this is it. This is what I'm considering right now. And yeah, as I said, later we can switch probably like to just do some kind of arbitrage here. So yeah, if you remember like last run, when we started running the liquidation mode, we actually accumulated many positions on many markets. So that was the problem. Like we were still market making on the neutral market, but whenever we got into the liquidation, then the market was not moving into our favor. Theoretically, you can also like, I don't know, think before you enter this market, like what you think about it, like buy Dell computer, less likely to be told by Trump. Like, I don't know why it started. It always starts with 50, but then it was 21%. It's less likely. So like on this side, we were about to only send like we were not even trading this one, but I mean like if we were, we could have just sent the sell yes orders, you know, or buy no orders, and in case like we would still get our liquidity reward, and we would just stay on the side of the market that we wish, and we won't be like risking much, you know, like, or we will be risking much less. For example, take a look at this position that I'm holding now. Like I was trying to get when I finished the stream on Wednesday, I was trying to actually like, you know, make it up for all my losses, because it was like 0.95 and I wanted to earn 5 more cents just to get my fucking dollar out finally. And I got into position. This one is like a long-term market, which is apparently also sponsored by just $2 per day. Oh my god, that's why probably, which is sponsored still. Yeah, but this is good. Like, you know, if there, I don't know like anything about Texas, for example, and who's gonna win here, like nothing. But I clearly see the market predictions. I think like the market like is not right, you know. It's like I would definitely bet on this Henry, whoever it is, and or against this Ryan, whoever it is, and like here clearly you can just place, you know, buy Henry order at, I don't know, everyone tries to buy at 14, like you can do 13 or like whatever allowed, like 12, you can put buy Henry order with a 12 cents, and you can just stay there, you know. If it's not going there, like doesn't matter. Like let's take a look at the graph. Where have it been like for one day? Nowhere. It was just 86 right here. Still the same. Like sorry, I just misled you. Buy yes for Henry at here, like at 83, right? 83 still earning. So like now it's being sold at 86. The market thinks there is a 86% chance that this guy will win. I know nothing about it. Yeah, but I can, like, you know, this is a long term. It's still gonna be going up until the March, and so one more month to earn like $2 per day from this market in total, of course, for everyone. But yeah, you could have just earned the rewards, and like if you purchase it at a little bit lower price at the end, like if you matched at 83, that's okay. Like more likely this guy is gonna win. Like I'm thinking now like less sophisticated way, but like more less amateur way as well, like, you know, like comparing to what we did before. We were just blindly trading every market we find just because it pays big bucks. This is a problem, and this is just what I'm trying to explain to you all. And here at the same time, like you can put buy order there, and you can put sell order here. Like, yeah, no one thinks this guy will win, right? So why don't you just sell it for, like, I don't know, whatever it is, up to 17.2 here. So this is also possible. And yeah, this market looks like already much better, but I don't know, like, you know, in order to have this kind of things, like it cannot be like fully 100% automated. Probably there is a lot of background work required. Like, for example, we need to filter markets, not that only volatile, but also like that end not today, you know. Like, for example, this market ends at March, and our volatility check could have been like much longer. Like we only checked 1 hour, and we could have checked like 1 week, and this is already much different picture what we see here, like what was the moving of the market up and down. So maybe like if you run it again in the same mode, but with like 1 month of volatility or 1 week of volatility settings, you will get much better settlement. And it needs probably like just one-sided, you know. Like if we see here 85, then we bet for this. If we see here 14, we bet against this. That's it. Maybe these tweaks could have brought us somewhere, but it's still like not super sophisticated market making as it's supposed to be, right? And I'm not gonna be building the sophisticated one, of course, here, like at least for now. Let's get to something easier, I think like I'm not that big pro in order to do this. Like to be honest, I just don't want to yet go into something that's probably not on my level yet. I want to be at this level 100%. I want to be able to like make a bot that will like scratch all the money out of Polymarket into my pocket. My dream. But let's live with reality, and reality tells us we need to learn more. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So we will go to still quite hard strategies, options. No one, like not no one, but there is much less people who trade options and derivatives in general than the spot market. So it's like still not something that everyone does, and it's definitely not a technical analysis, God forbid. But it's gonna be a good mathematical challenge with interesting instruments, and probably at some point I will get to the idea that yeah, now I'm 100% sure that I'm willing to build a market maker, and we can start with something easier like market making options, for example. Here it's also possible, right? No one pays you here, but like probably you can get rebates, or like I don't know, negative fees. Let's see, by the way, the rebate fees, probably there are negative fees for the maker orders. Probably not. Probably there. Yeah, it is. Look at the futures here. If you like maker, if you're a maker in the order book, they pay you actually 0.01%. So it's not a case with the options, I think. Yeah, with options, everyone just pays 3 basis points. Okay, so it's minimum. So it's maximum 3 basis points and minimum of 12.5% of the options price. Well, yeah, this is like if we talk about options, yes, but like here you can see, like you can clearly market make the futures, right? You can have long and short positions there, and if you're a maker, you can also additionally make money here on the maker fees, and also probably they have some kind of rebates. I don't know, like usually it is like if you trade futures, probably there's gonna be also a way to earn additionally, like if you get in the position, additionally earn the oh my god, how it's called on the perpetuals, the funding rate. Yeah, so currently 0, but not always 0. Yeah, you can see here is the positive funding. So yeah, so that's the situation. And yes, I think like the bot was pretty good. Was pretty good beginning. Probably like when my documentation agent will be ready, it will allow us to actually refactor it into something more, or like maybe we'll like during the options trading strategies, we will come up with something better. Like to be honest, like looking back at this whole season, what I didn't really like is that here let me trader, like here we have like shit ton of documentation. Like documentation is okay, like we can manage it, but like we didn't have the proper structure or proper view like on how everything works, and actually the code is shitty. So I think probably next season what we could do is like actually focus more on architecture than just relying on the AI. I tried like this YOLO mode this time, but more or less, right, we weren't actually like paying much attention on the architecture. Probably it actually makes sense like for the biggest things. Like I just finished on my, like I'm working on my own business, and it has ERP system basically, and CRM, like the whole thing which I'm building. And what I learned, like I started building that system instead of purchasing from someone, just because I could like just because I had these models that I was using for a year, and they were writing code for me. I got crazy, like I shipped in 2 weeks a CRM that could have taken me and my team like I don't know a year or half a year to build before, and I just did it in 2 weeks. So I was like super crazy about it, of course. And then I like started to learn more and more. And like for example, what I realized, like now I just finished the refactoring and I spent 2 weeks heads down on the refactoring, but actually preparation for the refactoring was bigger. It was like, I don't know, 3 up to 4 weeks in total to just refactor it without any new features, to just keep building, to continue to be able to continue building. And then I realized like, okay, I didn't have any tests in the system, which did not allow me to actually test system during the refactoring. So it made me actually much harder to like, believe the refactoring code, the refactored code, trust it, and to be able to run it in the production and so on. So I had to also set up a test cases, and I did the refactoring of the how it's called, documentation, and yeah, and so on and so on. And I introduced many practices, but now, yeah, I think like if I could have started it with at least like test coverage, proper test coverage, I would have spent much less time on the refactoring. So this is like also a good lesson for me. Trick types, testing, and so on and so on. So the more we do, the more we learn. And here also, like yeah, I think like when we are gonna be doing the options trading, we are gonna be doing testing a lot. I don't think we actually will go to production trading anytime soon. I think we are gonna start with strategy, like pure mathematics. We will open like Excel or Google Sheets, and we will just start calculating there how everything works, and we will come up with strategies. Then we will come up with different outcomes, different possibilities. We are gonna test them. We're gonna prepare test cases, and we will cover our strategy with test cases. Then we can start like implementing this strategy as a separate module probably. And then slowly like we first make a unit test, and then we can like do a back testing. Back testing is very important, which we could not do here like at all, because all these markets are new. Probably like there is a huge beauty in this market, like, and there is this huge inefficiency in this market, because it's new, because it looks like this, and I like it a lot. Like, but I just think that I'm not sophisticated enough myself to be able to capture all this value from that, right now. So so yeah, here you can see the opportunity. You can buy ES at 85 and sell no at 86.9. This is like a probably 1.9, like 2 cents premium on the fact that someone else will go and win this primaries, or how it's called. Yeah, interesting. Just, yeah, sorry. So and here you can see as well, you can buy here 14.3 and sell here for 16. There is an arbitrage between these two arbitrages. Okay. Yeah, this is actually like kind of stuff. This is kind of stuff like that we could also do here, right? But yeah, for later. I'm definitely going back to Polymarket, definitely 100%. But now I think like I'm gonna stick to something that I'm better at, something that probably will teach us more, something where we will lose less money, that's for sure. And or maybe not for sure, who knows, we will see, maybe. But yeah. And then we can actually, even after that, we can decide like what we are doing here. Maybe we will go to DeFi options, maybe to Deribit, maybe to both. Yeah. So this is kind of it. Yeah, and as usual, no financial advices from my side, right? So like everything I'm building here is just for educational purpose only. I'm building for myself, like up to you whether you look at it, use it, touch it, or whatever. Like, I'm not responsible for any of that. But yeah, like if you have any ideas, if you run at this actually and you have any ideas, of course, let me know. Come on the stream here and talk to me in chat, or you can always leave a comment. on YouTube. And yeah. So what else? Like, we're not gonna be starting options today, so I'm gonna be finishing soon, to be honest. Like, I wanted to just have this stream today as an as a, how to say, an ending to a season and an explanation of what we've learned and everything like that. So yeah, give me a second. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, maybe any questions you have, I can answer them as well now. Or yeah, I can always leave them in the chat. So just I mean, in the comment section on the videos later. Yeah. So what we learned from here. So let me take a look. Maybe I forgot something. Like, as usual. Like, I haven't prepared much here for today. Like, the exception for the research on the market making. So it's always improvisation, and yeah, I'm just wanna earn well. Do not leave it like, do not like break up with it, but just actually like just finish it gradually. And also, I think what's important is visualization. So we just only came to this at the end, but I think like this is really, really important. And this is also what we need to focus on the options side. So we visualize everything, because the earlier we do it, the easier is the analytics of what's happening. Yeah, also Deribit has, like, I was thinking about trading. That's why I told you we're gonna trade only at the end, because it actually is quite heavy on requirements for the capital, because like the minimum size you can trade, what's that? Let's compare. The minimum size of the order you can trade here is 1 contract, I think. Let's take a look. I think it's 1. Can I do 0.1? No, minimum is 1, and it means that you have to lock the, if you sell, and we're gonna be selling, we are gonna be selling options, because this is a cool thing. And if you're selling option, we are gonna need to lock the margin, and we are gonna have to have some money. Yeah, here you can see the margin. It's not calculated, probably because I'm not logged in. But yeah, like, you need more capital here than on the Polymarket in order to be able to trade. Like, so I'm gonna see what's about this. Like, you can have like underculturized, of course, everything. We are gonna be risking with liquidation, but I think we should be fine. But maybe in DeFi it will be easier to trade. Maybe we're gonna have to need less capital in there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, what else? Just trying to remember now all the things that I forgot about, so we can like finish it gracefully. It'll give me a couple of minutes. If I won't come up with anything else, we can just finish for today, I guess. Interesting. You can see here the normal distribution. So okay, well, I did not come up with anything, to be honest. So probably it's a good time to finish. Yeah, on Monday, I'm not gonna have the time, usual time, streaming, because I have a very important place to attend at this time. So important that I would have to not attend it here. But I think like you of course don't forget to sign up to subscribe for the Telegram channel, because this is where I'm announcing everything. Telegram channel and all the social networks, like you can subscribe to Twitter, Discord, YouTube. You will have notifications if you will put them off or on when I'm starting. I think I'm gonna start on Monday. But probably in the evening, like probably even the previous time, when we did before. Maybe at 4, maybe at 5, maybe at 6. We'll see. But yes, like I'm excited about options a lot. I'm tired of the Polymarket. You probably could have noticed it, like from the couple of last episodes. I'm actually happy that it ended up with something particular that we finished with the bot that's working. Probably just wrong assumption, wrong strategy, but like this is what we did. You know. Yeah, and yeah. But yes, I was tired. I'm happy that it ended well, because like it could have ended like I would just cut off the season, but yes. But the options should be very fun, because like I have a background in there, and I have a lot of willingness to do that. I didn't have much time, but now I have it for the streams. So yeah, we'll do options. Okay, I think let's wrap up. It was 45 minutes of my monologue. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you liked the conclusion, the ending. If not, give me your angry comments as well. Like any comment is good. If you don't like anything, also write me. Like I don't like this shit. Change this. And yeah, for the next season, I think it's gonna be fun again. I really like doing this. I really like streaming. I really like talking to you guys and showing you stuff. It motivates me a lot also to do a lot of stuff. Like you can't imagine like how my productivity personally increased during the last 2 months of streaming. Just tremendous. And I want to keep up with that. I'm not even getting tired of it, which is very important. Managing to properly balance it. So yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you for the season. Thank you for this episode. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for subscribing, for watching. That partially doing it for you, partially doing it for myself, partially doing it for you. So glad you are here. Glad there are people who like it, who like to learn from this, and there are people who bring me ideas also as well. And see you on the next season, next week, on the next episode, on the next arc of our journey with options, with finance. And see you. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.